happening, guys? Welcome to the second episode of the Black Millennial Code podcast, man. It's your boy Bobby P.
And your boy Skinny.
Man, we made history, Skinny, didn't we, bro?
Man, we did. We did the first episode of the Black Millennial Code podcast. We had to apologize, though, because we had a few technical difficulties with the upload, because we want to put it out on all major platforms for the sound bite for everybody to hear.
Right.
But we're going to make up for it. We're going to get back to you on that.
Right, man. I first want to get into our sponsors, man. Our sponsors is what pays the bills, bro. So, we want to give a big shout out to, first and foremost, One Auto Details. The Instagram is the number one Auto Details, man. Go get your car wash from the best car wash and detailing service in the city of Atlanta, man. When I say they have my challenges shining, bro, clean, bro. Even after the rain, all this rain from the
gotta be riding clean, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So.
And speaking of riding clean, if you need some clean, professional photography, holler at that boy at craft.e.photography on Instagram and get you some professional photos taken for your next event, modeling, or whatever you do.
Yep, and both of them are black owned, man. So can't forget that, man.
Support black businesses.
Black Millennial Code is a platform where we are going to tackle important issues such as what is going on in the world, current events, hot topics, and we're going to dive into the world of sports. But also, this platform is to give millennials a voice.
We're going to talk about this.
Alright, man. First things first. This name Wisconsin shit.
Oh, we're going to talk about this?
We're going to talk about this. What's your thoughts on it, man?
Alright.
Let's start with the boy Kyle with the rifle.
Let me tell you. Alright. First of all, you tell me what mother is driving her child anywhere with an AR-15, especially in a place where people have been looting. Okay, tell me this, answer that question for me first.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because for me in this situation, I have some people saying it was self-defense. But bro, how could you go somewhere where you know that violent things are occurring and then scream self-defense?
Right. I don't understand how can you do that, especially your intent was. I think it was that he knew he was going to...
With rubber gloves on.
Right. I think he knew what he was going to do. He just wasn't prepared for the consequences. Just like majority of white shooters do, school shooters, Aurora shooting. The shooting in Charleston, they knew what they were going to do, but they weren't afraid of the repercussions. Or if they did, was aware of the repercussions that, they thought they weren't going to be touched because of their white privilege. You know what I'm saying?
Man, this is just a crazy situation. I'm just wondering, when is it going to be enough? How many people have to die over just stupid ignorance, man?
And then you said, I remember that, we had the conversation, you saying that his mother had drove him?
Yes, the boy's 17 with an AR-15. He probably tell his mother to shut up. You know what I'm saying? I just don't understand. And then the thing about it, let me just tell you this. A lot of times, and me personally, I have been harassed by police officers and been profiled by police officers, okay? And just as an example for you, just a thought for everybody to think about. Just think about this for a second.
Okay.
There's been a lot of times that you might have got pulled over or harassed by a police officer, and their excuse was you fit the description of someone they were looking for, right? Okay. I see this white boy. He's about 5'8", 185 pounds. He wears glasses. He has pale skin as if he don't get much vitamin D.
Right.
So I guess he fits the description of a whole bunch of other people who out here shooting people. So we can't sit here and let these people come out here and use this as an excuse and get away with killing 2 people, because supposedly some of these individuals was trying to prevent him from shooting other people. So this one, I don't even know what to say on this one. I always got something to say.
Right.
This one right here got me speechless.
Right, and with that, I feel like they handled this situation better than how they did I do Jacob Blake. You know what I mean?
Man.
So literally, I sat there and watched the video over and over and over. He went from one side of his car to another side of the car, but you had multiple police officers behind him. So instead of grabbing him in his driver door from his bike beater, pulling him back, shooting him blatantly like this.
Listen,
you know,
why didn't they tackle that man?
Right, you got all those cops. He didn't have nothing on him. You had all those cops, and so you telling me somebody on the side of the street? You telling me like an Eric Garner case in New York? You telling me he was all those cops, that big guy, all the cops jumped on him, but y'all couldn't do the same thing for this skinny dude in Wisconsin?
I don't understand it, man. And then, I mean, I know, because I'm going to go ahead and say that, you know, not all cops are bad.
Right.
And there has to be a lot of pressure right now, especially with the, you know, how everything is going.
Right.
To be a police officer.
Right.
Check. I got that. But what we going to do? Because we can't keep coming and can't keep having these conversations. We can't keep protesting and nothing happening.
Right.
Me personally, I think that where it starts is people from the community need to be policing the communities. And that's not saying regular people. Right. I'm saying people within a radius of the community who are familiar with people, who know what's going on, who got their ear to the streets because they're not too separated from them. They don't got to commute 45 minutes to go police a neighborhood to see strangers that they don't know.
Right.
I think that right there is a simple fix that could at least slow down some of these situations, because this world is crazy, bro.
It is crazy, and this, I think this should be a wake-up call, and we say this every time there is a unarmed black man shooting, or just an arm, or just a shooting period, whether it's Columbine, whatever it is these people in power needs to address what's going on. And, you know, people don't want to talk about socialism. People don't want to talk about being, you know, sympathetic, empathetic. They're just worried about the economy. But I feel like this is 2020. We're not living in the 70s no more. We're not living in the 80s no more.
Not, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Times have changed, and these are real issues that's happening.
And they rapidly changing.
Right.
Yeah.
These are real issues that are happening. Like, and I'm to me, I can't keep sitting back no more. I can't do what, you know, my mom tell me, like, you know, I worry about you, son. You're my only son. I don't need you out here protesting. But mom, it's in my blood. Maybe that's what y'all did back then. But in my blood, I can't do that, man. Like we fight for a cause, man. We fighting to change stuff, man. And I refuse to have people, you know, in our corner that doesn't want to fight. So, you know, with that being said, man, I feel like, you know, we really should continue to just fight this thing, man.
We have
to be the change that we want to see.
And you know me, bro. I'm not very political. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be the first one out there to go vote. But I will say, at a local level, we do have to stop just complaining and get out there and make votes, because I know at the top with Orange Boy 45, things can get confusing. But in your local government, I feel like we can really make a change there. So if you can vote for your local government, do that.
Right, absolutely. So our first topic, man, our first point that leads us into the second one. You know, how do parents, or I should say specifically fathers, black fathers, teach their children how to, you know, handle the police when they get stopped?
Well, you know, I got an 18-year-old now. And it's a shame that I have to do this. And it's a shame that I have to live my life. Well, it don't really seem like a burden anymore, because this is something that we come accustomed to. We basically have to live our lives in fear. And now my son getting a driver's license, going out, I gotta make sure that my son can make it back home. And I shouldn't have to do that. And I'm pretty sure there are people who are not of color who never had to have these problems. They probably get pulled over and cuss the police out. I gotta tell my son, if you got tints on your windows, I'm gonna go ahead, because I'm gonna make sure that y'all youngest know. You got tints on your windows, it's dark, police pull you over, put all the windows down immediately. Keep your hands where they can see them. I know it's a messed up situation, and they probably do deserve to get cussed out. Just say yes, sir. Just let them do whatever they need to do, and we can fight it in court. You know what I'm saying? If you're doing something you ain't supposed to be doing, shut your mouth. Plain and simple when it comes to police, because a lot of them is insecure and they're looking for a reason. Just try your hardest not to give them one. It can't be a pride thing, because we talking about you going care about what the police is saying or how offensive he is and how insecure he is, or you gonna care about your daughter or your father or your son or your mother, your father seeing you again. And it's sad that we gotta do that, bro. It really is. And you know, being a father, bro, we have to set an example. And you know, I didn't have a father growing up.
Right.
And so the crazy thing about society is that they do so much to bring us down and to infiltrate and kill the black man, and then they make fun of us for not having a daddy.
Right.
How you feel about that, bro?
So I grew up with my mom raised me and my sister raised me. My sister almost 10 years older than me, so she raised me, and I just feel like, you know, with my dad being absent because of divorce and what her and my mom went through, I feel like my mom did a great job in raising me. She actually was the one that taught me how to deal with police. My sister was the one that actually taught me how to stand up for myself. But respectfully, you know, not to, you know, get harmed or injured or nothing like that, but respectfully to stand up for myself. What's right and what's wrong. But whereas my father, when I was younger, I did want to have, you know, do the things that, you know, my friends were having. They had, you know, they dad dropping them off, baseball games.
Oh, we shared daddies
like that.
with our friends.
Right, facts. I had a lot of father figures, man. But, you know, what really got me as a child, man, was when, you know, my last baseball game, I think I was like 6. My dad never showed up no more. After that broke my heart. You know, I resented him for years, man. And then, you know, now that I'm older, you know, we actually have a decent relationship. I love him. You know what I'm saying? That's my partner. But at the same time, you know, it still don't take away the hurt that happened when we were younger. And so do I feel like we need fathers in the home? Not necessarily. You just gotta have a strong support system. Not necessarily a mother, but if you got strong siblings that are, you know, mature, older, whatever, grandma, big mom, you know what I'm saying, grandpa, like my grandfather was like my father figure, you know what I'm saying, I got tattooed him on, you know what I'm saying, he was my father when my dad was
It's been plenty of times that women have stepped up into roles that men should have been in and have done really good jobs. Like my mother did a really good job of raising me. I'm a gentleman, but I ain't no sucker either, don't nobody try to play me, you feel me? But yeah, with that saying, man, people talk about being real, bro. If you think you real and you ain't take care of your kids and they looking for you for child support and stuff like that, let me tell you right now, you a clown. You a clown. For real.
And I can't even count how much money my dad and back child support. You know what I'm saying? They'll pay all of our debt. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it is what it is.
Sometimes we just gotta talk about it.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, how can we make it better? Like you being a black father. And how can you teach other fathers that are really young fathers, younger than you, teach them how to be in their child life? Or teach them how to, what's right from wrong, and how to teach them how to grow up.
The crazy thing about it is that you shouldn't have to teach nobody natural affection. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't brought, maybe because we just so desensitized and distracted, but just think about the fact that you brought a whole life into this world. That is a very magical thing. And for you not to care or to have a daughter out there who don't got a father, I mean, that just goes to show that really, man, you the scum of the earth. But anyway, I'm gonna try to do my part by just trying to preach and step into that role for some people. Because there were people who stepped into my life who wasn't always positive, but they had good intentions with me. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to step in that role for people who might need me to be a father figure. We can do that for these young brothers out here. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. So, you know, with that being said, I feel like, you know, being fathers is a wonderful thing. You know, I can't wait to be a father and, you know, in the future. But you know, I'm glad I got you, great perspective. So we need more men like you.
And I hope these youngins know that when they driving in their car and they about to be put over by the police, make sure it's clean, because we want to give another shout out to our sponsor, Number One Auto Detail.
Yes, sir.
The Instagram is at Number One Auto Details, one of the best in Atlanta. Ask my boy, man.
Actually, honestly, I've been to a lot of Atlanta. Actually, is the best to me, honestly.
And while we at it, man, if you want some high class and you don't want to waste your money on somebody who wouldn't let their kids play with your kids, holla at Zella for money.
Already.
You know what I'm saying?
Already.
Quality wear.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, man, it was real rough. Thinking I was about to watch the NBA playoffs turn on TNT, and it's the TV version of Blue Streak. Yeah, they boycotted the game, man. What you think about them sitting this one out, bro?
Honestly, I think it was great, but I felt like it needs to be more of a strategic plan. The reason why I say that is, you know, if you're not going, let me say it like this: if you're going to protest the game to stop, you know, the world from watching you, I felt like instead of just sitting out and possibly going back to your bubble or whatever you're doing, you know, go out in the street, or if you can, or do something, or give money or something like that. I don't know what they did, but I just felt like it should have been more of a strategic plan. But I do commend them for standing up as a team.
Solidarity.
Each team, yeah,
Each
like
team.
as a league.
Mhm.
Just even Kenny Smith.
Because I was thinking if one team decided to do it and the other one didn't, that would have been counted as a forfeit.
Right. But then again, like with, you know, LeBron and the Lakers and the Clippers, like they ended their season because they said they don't want to do it. But I don't know if they're back or not after the talk what they had with Michael Jordan. But at the same time, I just feel like I understand where LeBron going to and where he's coming from, but you don't run an NBA, my guy. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, bro, I feel where you're coming from, but I got a different aspect on it because I just feel like these people play basketballs for a living.
Right.
This is the playoffs. It's already been a crazy year, you know what I'm saying? But the thing that I most admired about this situation is, bro, just not playing the game shows us, hey, hold on, y'all. This basketball stuff is not as important as the fact that they still shooting.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I know it's hard, you know, for others, you know, us at home thinking, oh, why can't these people do these things? You know what I'm saying? They humans and they have a lot on the line just like everybody else. Like if I go out here protesting and there's people out here with AR-15s, I'm thinking maybe I probably shouldn't be here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you have to be making the best decisions for you and your family. But I do admire the fact that they stood in solidarity and did not play at all, bro.
Right. And I do agree with that. You know, I'm just glad they use their platform to show like this, not just about shut up.
Because bro, ain't nobody ever seen nothing like this. These professional leagues, NBA, NFL, but especially committed to the NBA, they letting these people say what they want. If they speak on, why haven't they arrested the cops for Breonna Taylor, by the way?
Even the MLB.
Free that man too, man. That's some bull. But
even baseball, man, they doing that. You never think I had seen a whole bunch of Cubans and Puerto Ricans just protest the same thing that we
got to the point where people
are committed.
We ain't stupid, man. We ain't holding it in no more. Less distraction. People like, hold on, this is messed up, and we cannot let up. We got to keep addressing it. Right. But man,
it's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. So, what do you think on the protesting that's happening in the streets too?
I mean, we gotta keep applying some type of pressure, but like I said, like, you know, I know it ain't but so much you can march. You can get a whole bunch of steps in on your Apple Watch, but it ain't gonna change nothing.
It ain't gonna do change.
Something else has to happen. What that is, I'm not really sure yet. But like I said, I'm just leaving it limited to just voting locally. And just, you know, we just gotta find inspiration, and we always overcome. We used to this, you know what I'm saying? And speaking on things like that, we just want to take one moment to say rest in peace to Chadwick Boseman, aka the Black Panther.
Yes, sir.
Man, bro, I ain't even know bro was sick.
Man, I'm over here playing. It's funny because I'm playing Madden, new Madden. I'm playing. It's nice. I'm playing new Madden. And my lady was like, oh, like she had the same reaction shot that she had with Kobe. And I'm just like, whoa, you know, what's up? She said, Chadwick Boseman. I said, Black Panther Chadwick? Jackie Robinson? Thurgood Marshall? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's sad.
That means that this brother was out here with these movies, doing a great job, by the way.
Yeah.
And was going through treatments and being ill and remaining humble. He wasn't asking for nobody that had no pity on him or nothing, man. It ain't nothing but respect for Chadwick Boseman, bro. For real, on every level, on a professional level, entertainment. This man is somebody to admire.
Man, I liked him in that movie, The Five Bloods, the Spike Lee joint on Netflix.
That was good.
It was, his part, even though he only had that little part, it wasn't even little because it was so powerful how his character portrayed, how injustices was happening and the blacks in the war. It was crazy. He played the most prominent roles of an African American.
I'm just glad he was able to have enough time to put out those quality pieces. And this brother is gone from us.
Right.
And he put out some quality stuff that I know for a fact will always stay in my movie collection or whatever.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? Another good thing about this, bro, it wasn't too many black superheroes or what else coming up at all. Probably the closest thing was probably Fat Albert.
And I think we had Luke Cage, but he wasn't as big as he is now.
On this level, we never had a black superhero like that. So we also want to just thank Chadwick Boseman for giving our kids a superhero that we can look up to, man. The Black Panther, man. They gave us a sense of pride, man. It's Wakanda forever for my boy.
Yeah, man. So I just want to send our special prayers and condolences to his family, Boseman family, friends, and fans in this time. And just want to let you know that we're with you, and just want to say thank you for just giving the type of movies and how you change the world, man.
Yes.
In this part of the show, we want to give some special shout outs. We want to give a shout out one more time to One Out of Details, to Zelfamani.
Shout out to Zelfamani.
Yes, sir.
Give a shout out to my boy E Photography, y'all. Hey, if y'all need some photos, look that boy up.
Yes.
We're gonna put his information down.
We're gonna put all the information down below in there, their emails and stuff like that. So, but yeah, we want to give a shout out to Danny, Miss Danny.
Yeah, without her there's no me.
Right, Miss Cutie Cole. Without her there's no me. You know what I'm saying? You feel me,
bro? Hey, every king need a queen.
You feel me? So I also want to give a shout out to our people too, Sean Steve, Riley.
My boy Riley.
Lindell.
Check out that single Shoot My Shot.
We give a shout out to Ebony girl too. You got a superstar in the building.
Hey, look, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Look, I'm not a superstar, I'm not a rapper. I am going to put out some songs out there for the culture. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's all I'm doing. I just speak intentionally.
Right. But yeah, give a shout out to them and those that we missed. Just want to say we want to give a shout out. We appreciate you guys.
Hey, and guess what? It's a sad time, but that is going to wrap up another episode of the Black Millennial Code podcast with your boy Skinny and my boy
Bobby P. What the business is, man.
Till next time.
I'll let you know.